Hello and welcome to TFTV, and we have got a great match for you today or tonight, depending on where you are. It's going to be Jelqers versus BLANC Esports, and this is going to be a playoff. So potentially three maps, definitely two. Tonight, I'm going to be joined by Jaman. Jaman, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing I'm doing fantastic, I'm enjoying the fact that I get to see the legendary Juju versus Sleepy Demo. I'm very excited to see how this game turns out and what goes out about it. I'm excited to see some funny plays, maybe some funny off classes. We'll never know. I'm excited. I'm very, very
All
excited.
right. All right. You're making me excited, which is a good thing, but before we get too excited, let's go down these teams. Let's go down their rosters a bit because I don't know how closely people have been paying attention to Div 2 this season, but it's been pretty heated. I know you've been covering some of it yourself, Jamond, but
True. Yeah, I have been. I've been only because I was made to. No, it's just a joke. Nah, I have been. Yeah, I think Div 2. I think out of all the divs, between I think it's Div 1 and Div 2 that I've been focused on a little more than like the rest, just because I'm
yeah,
very interested in both divs. But in terms of
right.
rosters, it's kind of funny because I always kind of forget.
Okay.
I think it's
All
someone new
right.
every time. But Jecklers, we have okay, excuse me. We have Yam and Oib on scouts. For soldiers, you're gonna get some Fox and JT action. Yes, sir. That's already sounds solid in my head. With Juju on demo and Dank the Bank on medic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now,
All right.
man, because I think usually it was Tuba
All
with
right.
the Jekyll team, if I remember. Yeah. So thanks, Mike. Yeah. So now we're just
Yeah,
playing it out.
they did roster up Soul just like today, I guess, for this match. But then over on the side of BLANC Esports, we have got a Dondo and Xanda as your scouts, Crasian and a Muse as your soldiers. We also have Sleepy as your demo man, and then Terry as your medic, and that is going to be BLANC Esports. And just looking at these teams' kind of history with each other, Jelqers seems to have won every time they've like meet up or you know saw each other in the regular season. Do you think that's going to be indicative of what we're going to see tonight, Jamond, or do you
The
expect maybe an upset?
I think my thing with this was I need a blank to step it up. I need a blank to step it up after the
Hmm.
regular season because regular season you guys are playing normally. You guys are you're definitely trying to make it towards the playoffs. But for a lot of people, it's just kind of like testing every other team. See, like if a team makes playoffs, who they need to try against. With Blanc, I think, like you were saying, it could be indicative to how it goes on here. But I also believe that if they pull their weight and change up a lot of stuff that they did in regular season, then I think it'll be a solid game actually. I will say though, as I said before with this team's collapses are dangerous. It's basically like quicksand, man. Once you're caught in
Okay.
it, it's impossible to get out, especially with the JT fuck soldier combo. Man, it's scary. It's it's very scary,
All right.
Mono. Very.
All right. You are spreading some wisdom. Hopefully BLANC knows about it so they can adapt and overcome in good time. But this first match, our first map is going to be clear cut. Um I don't know much about these teams' history on it. I was looking. I did see that a this was Joker's pick, and at least their history on it, they did lose one of the times they played it during the regular season. So I don't know if maybe they spent some time on the off season, just like reviewing it, studying it up. Maybe they got some wacky tactics gonna come out here. But I don't know. This first match or map, who do you think is gonna take it, or who do you think is gonna have the dominance or the control in this first clear cut?
I'm gonna have to give it. I think it's gonna be either four. I'm gonna say prediction wise, I think it'll be 4-1 for the term of Juju or the Jelqer team. I think it's gonna be 4-2 or 4-1. Believe it, to put it strictly honestly. I'd
Okay.
say in terms of Koth, there's a very good reason why they chose like a Koth map like clear cut and not product. Their Koth games have been actually, for the most part, they've been pretty solid. In scrims and more, depending on certain teams they face against, they have a pretty good understanding of how they want to strictly control the game and how they want to go about with playing the game as a whole. I think definitely BLANC has a very good understanding as it of too, but just in terms of straight DM, I definitely think that the Jelqer team has that over anything. To be 100% with you.
All right. So that is going to be what BLANC has to be aware of right now. Going to just be the DM and kind of just firepower that Juju and his squad will bring out here. And we've been talking about Juju a little bit. Who do you think the people to watch are? Is it going to be
The people to watch.
Juju? Yeah, I mean, you've been also hyping up that soldier combo as well. I don't know.
I think. Uh, I think. I'm trying to think what it is specifically. I think the person to watch for the most hand is I think in terms of like both sides, I think in terms of Jelqers, I think it's in terms of their side, I think it'd be definitely JT's one of them. And I need to make a correction. One of their soldiers actually is not playing tonight. They have a sub tonight. They have Soul that's actually subbing for Fox tonight. So that's a little bit even. That's gonna be even cleaner actually. So would have liked to see Fox, but I think MVP wise it'll be a mix of JT and OIB. OIB's just nuts, man. OIB is so nuts in terms of just straight scout DM, man. And it's crazy to see it. And then in terms of BLANC, man, I like seeing Sleepy play, but if I had to say, it's like I'd say their MVP probably. You know what? Nah, I'd probably say it'd be Don Dorito. I'd say it'd be both their scouts. Really, would be like people to watch. And then like in collapses and like choky situations, all on Sleepy. Definitely,
All on
definitely,
Sleepy. Okay.
all on
All
Sleepy.
right. All right. So, chat, that is going to be your players to watch for this match, at least for this first clear cut game. We'll see how it goes on, beyond. But, it is COP, and I don't know these teams that well. Maybe you have a better idea, Jamon, but do these teams like to run off classes? Clear cut isn't the best map for sniper, but, if things start going haywire and your backs are up against the wall, teams might try anything. So
I think the thing that to kind of be looking at a little bit more is in terms of off classing mono. I think we'll see. What is it? I think if anyone off classes the most, it may be between Xander or Don. Sniper may not be as strong, but they can hit their shots. And then in terms of the Jelqers team, if I remember right, I think OIB does off class, but I don't know if he got sniper. I think he does something else, but if I remember, I think it's between him and JT, I believe.
Ooh, okay. All right. You got a little variation there. You have your soldier go sniper or your scout go sniper, because usually you do want your soldier to go sniper on Koth because scout is just so powerful, but I do believe we are about to go live, and so with that, your final predictions, Jamon, are going to be 4-2 for Jelqers, right?
I'm gonna say 4-2 for Jelqers or Jelqers. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4-2 for sure.
All right. Well, then I am going to oppose you, and I'm going to say 4-2, 4-3, 4-3 for BLANC.
4-3, 4-3 for BLANC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little
divisiveness. Yeah.
I like it.
I believe in Terry and his crew as we are going out onto this first mid fight on KOF Clear Cut. This is playoffs round 1 versus BLANC Esports and Jelqers. And right now, going to be just looking at Juju to see what damage he can get out. He is spamming, trying to control that high ground on the roof. But the soldiers just flying in on the side of BLANC Esports right now, trying to get as much damage as they can. Muse is going to go down to a great shot by Owen. And Don Dorito taking down JT in tandem. And so that is just going to be BLANC trying to get as much space as they can, but it looks like Jelqers is... Oh, a great bomb by Krajan. I just missed that. But he managed to take down Juju and the medic on the side of a Jelqers right now. So it is just going to be Owen and his scout partner to try and clean up anything they can. and it's just going to be Terry trying to run away with his life, and does manage to stay alive. So a pretty back and forth mid fight there.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, they were trying to. There was a little bit of overextending a tad bit, and a little bit of positionness, which had a lot of people like disoriented and much more. But you know, just as I'm saying that, we actually do have a double bomb actually just coming out and forcing Terry. JT actually just gonna go ahead and get the bomb for his team. They get 3 picks from it, but they brought their medic out to bait out heals, to think that they're gonna take it forwards, but ultimately just the double bomb cleaned it up. And I think actually BLANC is gonna go ahead and just try to forward off that. I don't think they should anymore. It just says they lost one, and it looks like, just as I say that, yeah, they're definitely gonna lose one. So yeah, they just kind of baited out heals and they call them noobs, man. They trolled them. That's actually crazy, man.
Trolling in a playoff game. Sleepy going huge, taking down Dank. A really great job by Sleepy there to secure that. Oh my god! So showing up big, getting a nasty rocket off. So you know, proven, you know, he may be a sub, but he is here to frag. So really great job by him. And already some crazy plays being made.
Crazy got turned into 4th of July, man. No, man.
Oh, you hate to see it, or you love to see it, depending on who you are. But it looks like a BLANC Esports, that's not going to hurt them too much. They are going to try and contest this point right here. Mew's going to be trying to take that high ground as JT does go behind. Going to cause some chaos right now. Going to be re-aggressing right now, but still just being a little pain in the back, just jumping behind as soldiers often do on clear cut. And it looks like BLANC is trying to get into this point as some good bombs coming on to get space. They do use their Uber. I'm not sure if they were forced, but look at BLANC. All of them are so low right now. Mew's in the low digits. And I think this is just going to be Jelqers recontesting this right now as they use their Uber now. Onto the point, it's going to be Owen, almost solo Uber right now. Going to be taken in through house. Not many kills coming out right now. It is just going to be Xander going down. A nice bomb from Krasian. Does manage to take down Yam, so a good pick off by him, but that is not going to be enough as BLANC does not get the point in that whole exchange.
You know, yeah, they didn't get the point, but as we're still seeing it, Terry actually still does have Uber ad, and JT actually went ahead and goes and picks her other soldier, so this is essentially a 4v5 right now, and if they want to contest it, I don't think they're going to, just as I'm seeing it, just because people have high. But just as I'm saying that, I lied to myself, but Don Dorito dies to a Juju funny bomb, and almost Sleepy actually dies almost by a pipe. JT wants to go ahead and just get some aggressiveness to see if they can do anything with it, but it doesn't look like they're going to try to do anything. Like I said, they're still working with ad, and if they know they have ad, they can definitely work with it, especially since Dank is forcing that. Terry is definitely knowing that they have the ad, and they definitely could go off this 10%, and I don't think, yeah, they're not even going to try to contest that. They didn't want to try it as much, but they do pick off Juju. Juju's actually a pretty good pick here. A lot of them are separated though, but they have height control. They have height control, and Juju's down, but Terry actually goes down by JT because he wasn't able to get out as enough. Yam goes down. Yam picks off Sanda. Thondrio picks off Yam. It's just a back and forth, but they do have player ad. It looks like Menu's actually going to try to go ahead and go for Dank. Dank is so low and ends up going down. Soul actually ends up going down by Krasian, and their scout gets out. Man.
Yeah.
Actually. Oh, man.
That was a crazy fight.
That was actually nuts. What the?
Yeah, that was a really scrappy fight there. It took BLANC forever to get that midpoint. They just got it. Jelqers are just going to cap it right back up. So all of that fighting almost seemingly for nothing, but Ubers are basically going to be even. Terry does have a bit of Uber out, and it looks like they are going to just try and work this point to cap it back up again, while Ubers are not a factor. Yam does take down Muse. I think he was trying to go in the back lines. So good pick up by him. Krasian going in big, taking down Juju. So really great. I don't know if that was a wrap by him, but a good job by him to take down Juju. It is going to be BLANC trying to go into this little trench area to try and wrap around, I think. They do manage to cap up the point, so it is going to be on Jelqers to try and recontest this, as they do have shorter spawns, as they don't have the point right now. They are going to cap this up, but actually, as I say that, it is going to be a nice bomb from Soul to try and just cause some distraction, but I do think BLANC's going to be able to hold on to this point. As I say that, Don Dorito does go down to Juju. So that is going to be enough. The Uber's popped out on the side of BLANC right now. They are going to be aggressing right now. It is not quite up on the side of Dank right now. Finally getting up to about 93%, almost dying there. That would have been disastrous for the side of Jelqers, but they are just going to use their Uber onto the point, taking down Sleepy. Hopefully going to be taking control of this midpoint as they do right now. Krasian is in behind, and it is just right now Xanda up trying to do whatever he can. And yeah, it looks like Creation's just behind right now. Jaman trying to see if he can get any picks as he jumps in, trying to get 1 rocket, 2 rocket on the day.
He's actually nuts with it. Creation, crazy man.
Oh.
Caption C. And Soul's actually gonna go down too. So this is actually working pretty well for them. They got Dank, they got Soul. So now it's gonna have to force. It's gonna definitely have to force Jelqers to be very, very aggressive. Like they have to. They have to force out the Uber. They could take their time if they wanted to. They could actually just go ahead and hard build. But the smart decision, one of the smart decisions here would be they can definitely try to go for a 4-man or awfully try to collapse. So that looks like what they're actually going to try and go for now. And they get the Uber out, and the whole 4-man is going down. And just as I'm saying that, Dank and Olib are getting out, so nothing is caught. Yam is actually just trying to go for a high risk, high reward play, and he couldn't end up getting it, but ultimately gets picked out by Creation. But still, really, really good for the team. They're gonna get Uber. They're definitely gonna have time to be able to progress forward. If anything, they have to deny all the people on height and get immediate height control if they want any chance in retaking this fight. If they want any chance in retaking the fight and trying to do anything with it. As Muse is actually going to go ahead and try to get damage on Dank and Juju, going to actually make him force Uber. JT goes down, Soul goes down, the traits are being picked off back and forth, and now it's a 2v4. A miracle has to happen here for anything to happen, and Creation's going to get picked, and it's up to Sleepy. Sleepy has to, but Sleepy gets picked off. So Juju ends up just getting the funny rockets, man. The funny rockets. And it looks like, unless someone can get to the point in 8 seconds, I don't think it's going to be... Yeah, I think that's definitely round. They can't get the point fast enough. That's definitely round.
Yeah, that is the first round for Jelqers right now. Pretty back and forth. You know, went down to the wire. Both, I think, maybe overtime for each team. So, BLANC definitely showing that they are not pushovers right now and trying their best to defeat Jelqers on their map pick. But coming into the second point, once again, I think I'm going to switch up, watch Sleepy, see what he does. He goes down actually pretty low, about half health. And a nice bomb coming in on the side of a Soul, just going to be wrapping in behind as all these teams just collapse on the point. Juju getting down, Doritos, Zam, Soul all getting picks on the side. And it is just a mulch for a Jelqers right now. BLANC going down hard. It is just Xanda up alive. And he's going to be running back to his medic. Actually, no, he's just going to be seeing what he can see. But a pretty dominant mid win for Jelqers right there, Jimon.
Yeah, nah, they definitely took control of height and just spammed all the players off a point. That was really nice. Seeing that, I was actually kind of fire, actually kind of just going ahead and seeing them do that. But just as I'm saying that, they're actually just going to go ahead and go for a 4-man. Juju actually goes ahead and just air pipes Sleepy into oblivion. Oh, he stops his bomb. No. Xanda's trying to go ahead and get something behind and ultimately gets nothing. Dank could end up forcing the creation, but Dank does not fear. Dank does not fear, man. The man does not fear players, man.
He does not.
Fearless medic. Fearless medic. Oh my goodness. Crazy.
Yeah.
Nah.
He took like 2 rockets too, and I think Creation could have got a 3rd off, but he whiffed it. So that was pretty monka-ass for for Dank there. But they are going to be trying to go in.
No, the double soldier spam, and Soul ends up going down before trading with Xanda. Oh, this is looking very bad for BLANC. And they still want to go ahead and take this trade, and they actually do end up taking the trade. Now they can just immediately get out with it, or Juju's team could get height and try to do something with that, but it doesn't look like they're actually going to go ahead and contest. As I'm saying that, I'm completely wrong, because Yam actually just goes down. JT goes for a funny play, ends up getting back out, tries to go for a real bomb, turns into a fake, but ends up getting 2 of his people picked out for it. But try to draw eyes for Juju and the rest to go forward. Juju immediately trying to get out, ends up getting out because Soul covers his tracks. Oh my god.
Juju very low there. He was like 44 HP. He was a 1 rocketable, but he manages to get out. And a BLANC in control right now of the point. They are about a minute away from Jelqers' time, so they have sometimes they need to hold on to this. Looks like Jelqers going to be trying to regress here. JT bombing in to try and mix his team. Juju walking up into a point. A nice bomb from Creation onto this point. JT is going to use that, doing a nice bomb around it, getting... Oh, Terry's so low! He craters! That was a great surf by Terry onto the high ground too, but he craters anyways. You hate to see it, but Creation going to be taking down Yam in response. So it is just a little DM fight right now, and it looks like Jelqers is going to win that as they pick down Muse, and that is going to be a mid-push or re-push for Jelqers. And my heart goes out for Terry. That was a great surf. An even better bomb by, I don't know, I think that was JT, but unfortunately he cratered there.
Yeah, nah, if if he was just a little bit more healthy, he definitely would have won that. That actually could have been the dub of dubs that we needed. But it looks like, you know, they want to push out. They're forward holding. They definitely can just stuff this forward as much as they want. They have all the power and resource. They have full ad. They haven't lost anybody. Everyone's got some pretty decent health. And just so I'm saying that, Demo definitely goes down. They could go ahead and trade out JT, which they just go ahead and end up doing. They still look like they want to pressure this because they don't have time. They have less, if anything, 60 seconds left in the game before Jelqers. That sounded so weird. Before they take the oh my god. And Uber comes out already just from the Juju team. The tank actually gets Uber back at usage, and they don't look like they're doing anything with it. A DM fight is just being exchanged back and forth. Soul can getting picked by Sleepy Kobe pipe. Okay, that was nice. That was sick. Okay, Sleepy's nice with it. Muse is trying to get his damage off on the scout and everything else. Sleepy is just denying all the high ground as much as possible. A little lag there, but we're chilling. We're fine. They're contesting point. They're trying to go ahead and just point. They're actually still contesting point. Oh, I'm still contesting point. And no! Oh, it goes down to the Sleepy pick. No, there's too much air stick, bro. I feel like I'm playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater with all this hype, man. Oh my god, man.
Oh my god. These dubs are kind of insane right now. They're just hitting so much great pipes and air stickies right now. But it is going to be BLANC managing to take control of the point. Only 13 seconds left for Jelqers. And Ubers are roughly even. Terry does have a bit of an advantage right now. Zonda does go down to Yam, and that's going to be calling up the bomb for JT. And Soul going to be bombing in here. Yam goes down, but JT picks up Sleepy, and the Uber is forced. But for both teams right now, it looks a little bit better right now for BLANC. As I say, that Muse is going to be picking up Soul, but Terry, he's so caught out, and he's so low. He does manage to get the pack, but hopefully someone can pick him up. No, he managed to escape. Juju does pick it out Muse, and Terry right now going to be with his soldier Creation, just trying to do anything they can to stop this cap up on the side of Jelqers, but they are going to have to back up and hopefully speedily repush. Zanda picking up JT, so that is going to help in this repush, Tcmano, but it is very close to the wire for BLANC right now.
Yeah, now it's looking very grim. They have height, and it's a 4v5 essentially. So as long as they just don't get damaged off the and Soul goes in with a fatty bomb and stops the team from progressing forward with 2 high damage hunted rockets. It's 2-0. It's 2-0 off the bat. 2-0.
Damn.
That quickly.
Jelqers coming out in dominance, you know. Not to say that BLANC hasn't been putting up a good fight. It's not like these have been a 3-0s with no like time on the clock for BLANC. You know, it's been coming down, like they've been getting it under a minute. Last round was like overtime for both of them, but Jelqers really showing their dominance here still. And I don't know. Let's look at these logs. I think you're right, Owib coming out really clutch today, doing a lot of damage for his team, doing a lot of work. But yeah, I don't know. Looking at these logs, Tcmano, what do you see? What do you see?
I see Owib is nuts, man. 405 DPM scout, 9-4. I see Juju right next to him with the funny 385. I see Creation holding his own with Sleepy at 327. So, you know, obviously I told you we got some players that are obviously showing their strength, and then we got some players that are also for BLANC showing up. They're not fraying away. They ain't doing bad. They're reasserting themselves. I think what's going on here, at least with let me look at the healing. How many? Okay, so 56 kills more for Jelqers than 47. Okay, what about medic stats? We got medic stats. Ooh, Terry has more healing. It seems about 700. More Ubers are actually come out from Terry. Okay. Ooh, 27%. Okay, something slight. Well, what I can see from these logs that you can definitely you definitely can see what's the word I'm looking for. You definitely can see what is going on in the back. You can definitely see you know, like I'm saying, like I told you specifically with this team, at least for clear cut, the collapses from this team is scary, right? Now a lot of those Uber exchanges, their collapses have been always had height, always spam down on people, at least got 2 or more picks in a collapse. When you're getting at least 2 or more picks in a collapse, your damage is going to be immaculate, especially for Juju, who's just literally just walking forward and getting free damage off people who either aren't looking at him or just no one's contesting him. The same thing a little bit with Owib. Owib and Yam like to go for more funny. Owib and Yam like to go for what's the word? They like to go for like high risk, high reward plays. They like to hide the line. They like if you can kind of see it a little bit, you can see him like hide and more. But just as I'm saying that, it looks like we may go live here soon. But my thing is, BLANC can definitely step it up. You can definitely see some. You can definitely. This game doesn't have to go to a 3-0, even a 4-0. If they just kind of go ahead and clean themselves up, they can actually make a lot of this stuff work. But just as I'm saying that, Mono, we're live.
We are live. You know, I'm going to stick with my prediction of a 4-3 for BLANC. I believe in them right now, but I just give a Jelqers one more round. They got to win. And coming in onto this third mid fight right now, as you can see, the double soldier bomb, Soul going all the way in behind JT, going to be coming back onto his side, getting the damage, and he's going to be jumping in right now. Terry going down so low, just like 1 health, does go down, but on the other side, all of BLANC is just getting so many frags right now. It is just Soul and Dank alive right now. Dank going to be running for his life. He does make it to his spawn. He's just going to be arrowing the wall right now. Poor Dank, but you know, that is what you like to see out of, if you're a BLANC fan right now. That is, you know, the changes they need to make. They gotta go with that aggression, and just gonna be some peeking by Jelqers. But I don't know, what do you think of that first mid fight, Jamal?
I think it was really well. They had people on height, BLANC did, to deny any kind of soldier presence that they had. Unfortunate that Terry actually went ahead and died more, but you know, just as I'm saying, they're actually going ahead and getting huge damage. Crazy going in with the crazy bomb, and Xander going to go ahead and just clean all damage that he has imaginable. Xander has full health, and both scouts are low, but ultimately the 3v1 does not work out for him, even if all 3 players are extremely low. But yeah, no, that first mid, I think it was fine for the most part. I think it was fine for the most part. BLANC definitely had what they were going, just a straight double bomb and push forward. It worked like very well. They just kind of got collapsed by the soldiers at the wrong time. You know, their scouts, again, had presence, was able to deny anything that came their way, but a little bit too slow with it because at the end, Terry, you know, of course, died. But it went really well for the first minute.
Yeah, it was a really good start for the second half for BLANC right now. As they use their Uber onto the point, just going to be trying getting all the frags they can, as Dank is pretty far back right now. Actually, no, he is in this house. He gets caught by Xanda, I believe. Or no, Muse, one of the soldiers. Crazian?
Muse came in. And he said, back door, but just as back doors happen, leave your back door open, and the same gonna happen to you as Terry gets picked out by Soul. As the back door happens, they did a back door play only to be met with another back door play. Always close your bedroom doors, brothers.
Yeah,
always
you really
close your
do.
Bedroom doors.
You always gotta lock the back door, man. Always gotta lock it. But regardless, Xanda and Crazian in some cheeky hiding spots right now. I don't know if they're really gonna work that well. But actually, as I say that, Dank does go down, so it works. A nice pipe from Sleepy, just getting that during that. Oh, Soul taking out Muse with a nice air shot. And
Xander going ahead and just picking off JT, and if Xander lives here, that's the ultimate shame. Okay, I was about to say, if he lives here, that's the ultimate shame that can happen to a scout. That's actually crazy. This game, bro, I've seen at least like 2 air shots per minute. What's going on? This game's nuts.
I know.
This game's actually nuts. I may have to yell more. I think Shears' ears need to hear it. I think I may have to hit it up real quick.
Oh, you know, with plays like these being made, you can't help it, as Yam does pick down Muse. So a really great opener on the side of a Jelqers just kind of take control of this point right now. Juju is going to be defending this point. JT goes down into a bomb attempt, and Soul does as well. So the double soldier bomb not quite working out on the side of Jelqers. Should be enough for BLANC to recapture this point, as everyone is going down on the side. A really great rocket on the side of Crazian to get Oib right there. It was a mini air shot. We'll count it. I think it shows up in the logs.
We'll count it. It shows up in the logs. Man, you can literally air shot someone by shooting their feet, and if they're like an inch off the ground, you can just shoot their feet again, and it counts as an air shot, man. It's just something slight. It's just something slight.
It's a little something extra.
But it looks like, you know, both teams have Uber. They both want to take it in. BLANC has complete control right now, unless they want to, like I said, go ahead and exchange it. But they exchange without knowing where Dank is first, so that's already kind of bad, and their Uber is already pretty good. Dank is actually caught, but no one bombs him, man. They look at the guy behind him. If they just looked forward, they could have gotten a bomb and walked forward and killed Dank, dude. But JT goes for the counter bomb. Soul actually also goes for the counter bomb. Doesn't end up doing anything with it. Soul dies, but Dank actually gets an epic medic kill on Muse. Yeah, Sleepy dying to Yam. JT killing Xanda, and Terry has to get. I'm betting he's communicating with his team that he wants to get out. He wants to have people protect him at all times, and it looks like that's actually going to happen. Yeah. Jelqers is actually just gonna go ahead and get time on every. Oh man, what
Wow.
happened? Man?
I don't know, dude. Dank like flew sky high, and I was like, "There's no way he's getting out of this," because it was like a pencil jump. He pencil jumped, and then he manages to get out. So amazing. I don't know, movement on the side of Dank, or just poor coordination on the side of Blank. Who knows? But it's gonna be Muse gonna be coming in for his team, trying to get out Owen. So good job by him, but it looks like Jelqers is just going to be having the high ground and taking control at this point right now. Xander trying to do anything he can, maybe pick down JT, but JT is jumping away. And it looks like they're just going to be trying to go in with this Uber charge right now. But Dank does have it, so all they can do is just try and force it out. Terry is probably going to die for this.
Yeah, Terry, they're actually both going to die here. They shouldn't. Oh, actually, I say that. Muse gets the Juju pick, so his medic can get out, so he's already kind of slick with it. They get point, but Dank already has full Uber Ed, so they definitely are going to take this in. I don't see any reason for them not to take it in. Oh, but Muse goes for a bomb. Probably should have waited for Xander. They could have just kind of played height and did anything else, but nevertheless, they're actually doing fantastic with this already. Crazian going for another funny bush hiding spot. Sleepy's probably going to go ahead and die for this. They're going to try to full chase out the mid, and they don't catch him out. Crazian couldn't go for the funny play. Probably got called back to his team with 17 minutes on the clock. They could definitely get this Uber in 30 seconds if they really wanted to. If they wanted to play this safe, they could hard build this and just play it. But as I'm saying that, I think Mono, they're gonna just go ahead and go for a straight draw. I think that's actually just gonna be the play. They're gonna go ahead and just go for a straight draw and see if they can try to get anything. 75% with Terry right now, with Dank at a measly 50% right now. No one's building. DMM fight has initiated. The JT is trying to get the pick on Terry as much as possible. No one's paying attention to Jerry when he has all this height. Yam actually goes ahead and gets picks off Mute. Don Dorito gets picked by Oweb. Yam picks off Zan. Then 94% for Terry. 99% for Terry. And just gets picked. Oh my god. And he just, oh man, dude. That actually was rough. Oh my god. Oh my.
Yeah,
they could have built that Mono. They could have built that so much. They could have built that.
They really could.
And they had plenty of time.
They did have enough time. I get the idea of trying to push in and then getting your Uber during the fight, but anyways, going on to this fourth fight, hopefully Blank can rebound from that. Maybe a bit heartbreaking loss right there as JT does bomb in, but he's gonna bomb back. He was just baiting his team, or baiting the other team a little bit, but it looks like he's now gonna try and commit onto Don Dorito, and he does get that pickup. So nice play by him. Muse is gonna try and go down, try and see what he can, but looks like the soldiers are just trying to get Terry. They do get Terry. It is now just Crazian alive. He does pick up Soul, but I think that is all he's gonna get. No, he does manage to pick up Juju, so a nice consolation pick for Blank right there, but you know, that's not what you want to see going into this fourth and potentially last mid-fight.
You know, man, that just made me, I'm so sad. Let me just talk about that. I'm so sad that I saw that. But you know what, just as I'm saying that, you know, new mid, new them, so they could definitely just try to bait out them. So it looks like we have heals already coming out. They shouldn't take this draw. They know that they have Uber at Terry down, and it looks like that's actually the thing that's going to happen. Oh wait, not a 4-man? Hold up, wait. Coordinated normal push, but get Terry. Oh, that's exactly what's gonna happen. And they're gonna go ahead and just drop Sleepy for it. They baited out. They pulled it in.
They did the thing. They did the thing. Oh my god.
Not with a bait, but Crazian actually is still making moves right behind them. I don't know if they know that yet. He's waiting for it. Oh, but wait, Zam is looking. Zam is playing the Hitman, bro. He's looking for this guy. Oh, he finds him. No, Crazian's gonna go down here to it. Ah. They were playing Hitman, bro. They knew 007 he wanted to look.
They did.
Just as I'm saying that again, Muse is actually gonna go ahead and go for the high bomb. Try to. Dude, you got beat on! Oh, nice. And they're gonna go ahead and contest Soul in the back, but Soul's gonna end up pick up Muse, but Muse is slow and Crazian's gonna get it. And,
oh my god. I mean, you know, even if they do lose, when you get air shots like that, it doesn't even matter. As a Blank right now, they do have midpoint control. Dank is so low right now. He's not healing anyone at all. He is just in this back line, just dancing around. Crazian gonna be trying to go onto Oa, but the counter jump from JT does take down Crazian. So really great coordination on the side of Jelqers right now. And it looks like they are gonna be able to recontest this point and get in. Uber is used onto Juju and Oa. JT flying in, gonna be trying to chase all these players out. Sleepy and Don Dorito goes down. Muse trying to escape with his life. He probably will be able to, so a really great regression on the side of Jelqers, but I mean that air shot though.
Oh, Muse. Everyone can literally every damn player can make a frag movie at this point after this match, man.
I
Like,
know.
but you know what I'm saying? That they're forward holding. BLANC, they want to go ahead and pressure out the Uber as much as possible. They're forward holding to see if they can get any more spare picks as they can, waste much time as they can, because they only need another round for them to be 4-0 for this match. But just as I'm saying that, Terry and them are actually going to go ahead and push from left. They're going to push from left and try to get as much aggression as they can onto the other team. And again, still with Uber, Terry's in a really good place where no! Terry stood on 2 stickies. He saw the 2 stickies there and he walked into them. Terry.
Oh, you hate to see it.
You actually hate to see that.
Oh my
you
god.
actually, that's like the worst thing you can do, and it looks like they're just gonna go ahead
really
and just try to salvage. And the salvage they are getting with 3 picks with Xander, the crazy pick. Oh. Imagine playing Soldier, man. Soldier is the best class ever at this point. Scout sucks, and Demo Man is truly the better class in Team Fortress 2. That is fact.
I hard agree.
Normal stock gang. Shears knows what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
so it looks like BLANC is going to be coming back on here, trying to get control of his midpoint. They are only 2 minutes up, and it is 30 seconds left for Jelqers to win this first map.
So picks Terry right off the beat, man. And Xander's trying to, Xander and Don Dorito are trying to focus fire on the JT and House right now. We got a bomb coming out from Muse to see if he can try to pick off Juju, and he definitely can. We've seen the potential happen, and he definitely, oh, no, but they don't get picked. Juju was literally inches away from catching a fade by Mr. Muse. It just turned into something different. That makes me so sad to see it, but at the same time, 7 seconds left on the clock. They have to contest. There's no way that they cannot let this happen. But Sleepy is the furthest one aggressive from everybody else, and the picks are just going back and forth, and that's gonna be map 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Dang. Jelqers coming out in force, showing what's up, you know, saying we got clear cut. This is our map. We picked it for a reason, and they're showing that reason right now as a clean, maybe not a clean, but a very nice 4-0 for Jelqers right now. BLANC showing signs of life. You know, it wasn't a complete roll. Everyone had some nice air shots. Everyone had some nice plays. Almost had a nice play. You know, we'll forgive it. It's Medic on a cough map. You can't really ask for that much. But you know, let's look at these stats here. See who did beast. All the fun stuff.
All right, Looser's just the GOAT. Yo, if Looser's in the chat right now, man, you a GOAT. We love you. You're goated. You still got big head though. Big head 200. Looser 200 big head. Yes, sir. Combine. Oh wait, combine.
Yeah, looking at these combined logs. Owen, he is nasty. Going 397, almost 400 DPM. Which the
whole
really
series.
Great. He's doing a lot of work for his team. You know, Yam might be getting all the cleanup kills. You know, I think Yam is actually, you know, your top fragger for tonight's match, but I think Owib is really largely responsible for that. I don't know what stands out to you, Jamon.
What stands out? I felt like it may have been a little. I feel like it was a little sloppy. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there was definitely some plays where it was a little sloppy, where they could have utilized a little bit more in terms of pushes and more. Like again, the thing with the Uber situation, they had to know that they had ad because they killed Dank. They killed Dank earlier, so they definitely could have built the ad in the time instead of just pushing dry. If they would have had a clean Uber off, they could have picked off a pick or two. They definitely had the DM to do that and just reasserted dominance right onto the map. If I had to say something else, there was a lot of times where a little bit of overextending would happen with the soldiers. So the soldiers would go for a bomb and they would try to get out, but they bombed too deep and they would just get picked off. The same thing happened to Soul and JT a little bit as well. If I had to say anything else, focus fires from BLANC was actually weak, man. It was a little bit weak. But in terms of Jelqers, their focus fires were like concrete. Like in the situation where Xander and Krajan got 3 picks on them, like immediately killed Demo, Medic, other scout. 3 of their players are focusing the same players. They focus Krajan like immediately. Both their scouts went to Krajan instead of just JT5 taking the 1v1 and both their scouts going for someone else. They both took the fight with Krajan, picked him down as much as possible. JT left the reset because he trusted his scouts to go ahead and just take the 2v1 with Xanda, because like I said, the focus fire was nice, even in certain situations where like they're just focusing the players who are like overextending more. They're focusing the players who are like right in front of them. Juju's doing a really, really good job of contesting players who walk forward. There were sometimes on clear cut where he just kind of looked at everything, but for the most part he did a really good job of like being the demo man, like opening and closing doors. I got that from Pizza Fart. Shout out Pizza Fart. Because that's what you're doing with demo. You're essentially holding and closing you're the guy class, man. You open the door, you close the door. You hold the choke, you hold the point, you stop the players from coming forward. And both Juju and Sleepy did a really good job at contesting one another in terms of like pushing forward and more. But like I'm saying, the soldier coordination from Jelqers was just a little bit overwhelming. A lot of bait bombs to like, there was one of the bombs JT like made it look like he was bombing the medic and the demo at one point, and it looked like Sleepy was ready, only to literally just strafe left and kill two people. Well, one person, excuse me, he killed a scout.
Yeah.
I'd say Yam right now is acting like a janitor. Yam is just getting as much cleanup as possible.
Those like cleanup frags right now. He's just swooping in, getting those 1-2s.
Yeah, if I had to say the least, Yam is basically janitor work right now, at least in terms of clear cut. And then, but whenever he's coordinated with some of his teammates, he knows how to handle it. You know what I mean? He knows how to handle himself and get down to it. With BLANC, I'm seeing a lot of good synergy with Xanda and Krajan. They know how they know what they want to do in terms of fights. They know how they want to take a fight, and a lot of those fights they were mostly together, focusing the same stuff. I would just like the focus fire to be a little bit better from BLANC, especially on a map like Villa where everything's huge, man. Everything's big.
Yeah.
Everything's big. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. There's a lot of hiding places that can happen. Granary 2K18. No, I'm kidding. Stop. Don't cancel me. But for the most part, like that's what I'm willing to see. I'm wanting to see something like, I wanted to see a little bit more focus fires from BLANC, and maybe a little bit of DM. Like they've been holding their own, but I'd like to see a little bit of DM. I'd like to see a little bit of DM fight, maybe a little bit of brain power coming here at this mid. I think it can be I think it'll be very, very interesting depending on how you want to go about it. But I think for the most part, in terms of Villa, because Villa is their pick, right? It's BLANC's pick. Which is interesting because this is round 2 of Div 2 playoffs already, and we've already seen another Villa pick in playoffs, which is crazy. I think that's nuts to already get 2 Villa picks. We have teams who are playing this map and wanting to make it their map. So if they can utilize how they've been on Villa, then I think, to be perfectly honest with you, Mono, I think this could actually work out pretty well depending on how they go about it. What do you feel? Right. How you feeling?
I mean, I'm rooting for BLANC right now. It seems like they're the underdogs. I always got to go with the underdogs, but I don't know. For this map, I'm just hoping that Sleepy can have a little bit of a bigger impact. That last round, he was going to 8 and 23. He was putting out the damage, but it would be nice to see a little more frags. But damage is all you can really ask about Demo Man, as we are going to be going live soon. So I mean, I'm gonna say probably 5-3 for BLANC. With all the information that you've given me on this Villa pig. I don't know. What do you say, Jamon? What's your prediction?
What do I say? Well, if I had to say anything, I think, I personally think it could be a hot man. I'm trying to think. I definitely think it could be a hot and toasty 5-4, maybe 5-4, maybe a 5-3 in terms of the Juju team. Listen, I'm seeing some really good coordination, and I want to give it to Terry. Listen, Terry and his team are doing really, really well. But right now, I'm seeing a lot more come out from Jelqers, and all I have to see, if I can just see something a little bit more slight from Terry team, the hope may be there. But for right now, I'm leaning more towards the boy Dank and his team. We always gotta have the opposite. Can't have both casters on the same team, bro.
No, that's
Can't
true.
do that.
You can't. It's illegal, actually. Funnily enough, as we go into this first mid fight of map 2, gonna be Jelqers versus BLANC. Gonna be watching Sleepy right now to see the damage he does. It looks like Jelqers getting high ground really quickly right now. As the double bomb does come out on the side of BLANC. Muse gonna be taking down Oiv, but Don Dorito and Muse do go down, and looks like oh no, it's already begun. It's already begun. Terry goes down to a nice rocket by Creation. Or someone, and Sleepy is the mulch. How does BLANC still win that? I'm confused.
So hit the fattest direct in my life. Direct flick the soldier, man. I saw that man do a backflip. Can Shears do a backflip? Can our production team do a backflip on stream? Thank you. Love Jamal. But I wish. But
that was amazing.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm impressed BLANC still managed to win that even with that Terry going down there. It was
Sleepy held it down, baby. Sleepy had stickies everywhere. They couldn't touch anything, man. It was actually pretty funny. Yo, on that first mid, I just want to say too, the first 6 seconds they both shot stickies at each other, but no one did damage. I kind of laughed a little bit, but it was kind of funny seeing both demos do nothing for a minute. But nah, they have some ad here, and they definitely could go off it if they wanted to, especially since they're playing far back. But Muse dies to the funny Juju trap, and JT dies to the funny Sleepy trap. So we don't actually see a sack. We just see sadness, man. We see eternal sadness and nothing else. We don't see any bomb. We see feel bad, and this is why Soldier sucks. No, I'm kidding. Joke. Soldier's good. Scout sucks though. Facts.
Yeah, that's true. That's
100.
true. But
if you play Scout, you simply stop.
Both soldiers in the sad zone right now as they do come up to try. Actually, Trajan is going to be going in right now. He looks like he's going to be just trying to get in behind right now as he kind of overshot the medic. But JT is going to be taking him down. So hopefully maybe we'll see an actual bomb out on the side of a Jelqers right now. As it looks like Soul might be trying to creep in through this books area. It looks like, yeah, he is going to be getting in. He gets one. Oh! Good thing Terry used, because he would have dropped.
So good. Phenomenal. Are you good?
Oh my god.
Soul is literally just hitting every door. Bro, his rockets are magnets, man. Like, there's
really
literally nothing about it. I've literally seen him hit Terry with a direct the entire game. So, what happened, man? What happened, man?
I don't know, but Soul and JT, really all the soldiers, but definitely them, have been on point right now. As it looks like Juju, he's pressing up a bit far forward without his team, but JT is going to come in to help him. But Sleepy kind of be picking him down instantly. A nice maybe blind at their hand.
But Juju's aggressive. Juju's aggressive. He could get caught. Oh, but nah, Sleepy. Oh, he didn't get the stickies in time. If Muse tries to go for the Juju trace, but ends up getting pressured out, and they actually are going to go ahead and get pressured out, as they do live Owen and JT, so they definitely can just go ahead, just walk it forward, get your momentum, walk it forward. You have Uber, no soldiers, Soul not going to bomb you, do not worry about the Soul bomb, push it forward, and that looks like there's actually going to do. There's chops above Fountain, but it doesn't end up doing it. Juju still kind of overextending, but has his team behind him. The furthest one forward, not very comfortable with that, but ends up still getting out anyway, so it works out perfectly fine. It's okay. It is all good. We are fantastic. We are fantastic, ladies and gentlemen.
We are fantastic. I'm still in this. You know, they've got 100% Uber ad, and it is only 70 on the side of Dank. So hopefully they're going to use this, you know, make some moves with it, as it looks like Muse is going to be trying to get this JT pick, but Soul takes down Muse. So not really a great start to this push out, as it looks like they are going to back up and just say that was a sack all along, and not an Uber push. Definitely not an Uber push.
Just as you say that, they look like they want to press. Oh, JT with the drive-by rocket before dying, and Juju's in the air and could go ahead and die, but nothing happens, and the exchange ends up coming out, and the Uber is actually pretty damn even, actually.
The back kept from Zonda.
But yeah, they're all gonna. He's gonna drag them all back. Xander's gonna bring them all back before ending up getting picked. Gonna make everyone reassert their positions. But guess what? They're still pressure forward, Mono, because they're down 2, they're down Crazy, they're down Xander. There's no way that's not gonna take them in, which is gonna go ahead and just pressure BLANC Esports up. There ain't no way. There's just no way. There's just no way.
There is just no way, as BLANC Esports have to fall to their second right now. As they're a
Got you. Let me fix it.
He did go a little bit robot there, but that's okay. You know, robots are cool, but it is gonna be, yeah, a hyper robot. It is gonna be Jelqers. Oh, is this a pause or is this just me? I believe we do. Yes, so we do have a pause, the first one of the night right now, and it is gonna be. If you're just joining us, this is Jelqers versus BLANC Esports. Uh, Jelqers did win the first map, 4-0, which was Cough Clear Cut. They are now on the second map, which is Villa, BLANC's choice, and we are still in the first round. Uh, Jelqers do have control of this midpoint. As
Robot?
Robot? You're not robot.
Robot?
No,
All right,
no robot. No robot.
We are back in business.
Actually, as they say that, you are a bit robot.
No.
It's fine though. It's fine though. We can carry on.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. I got restart again. Yeah.
Okay. So as Jamon tries to regain his humanity, we're just gonna be looking. Ubers are about even. So actually, yeah, it's only a 4% Uber ad for Jelqers right now. I don't think we're gonna use that. Most teams don't. Doubt they even know it. But both teams look like they are gonna be building. I believe everyone is up, so there's really no space that Jelqers can take onto the second point. So we'll probably see a stalemate here. That's gonna be my assumption.
Robot?
Robot? I don't hear a robot for real this time.
Okay. And just as a pause on I want to do a hat review. I was gonna say that some of these
dude,
hat combos are dumb. Doo-doo, man.
Dude, I really like hat reviews, but maybe next pause. As it looks like Jelqers are gonna be trying to bomb in here. Soul flying around a lot. They get the Uber Force though. They get the Uber Force. Oh my goodness. So that is going to be enough as Jelqers just try and back up and kite this Uber on the side. They do manage to pick up Dom Dorito. The soldiers trying to get in anything that they possibly can, but they don't get anything. They got nothing. And it is now just the Demo, Scout, and Med trying to run out for their lives as the Jelqer aggression just comes to chase them down.
I'm actually so sad. Like, why did that just happen, man? I didn't. Oh, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Force comes out. Ubers are exchanged. So it looks like. Oh, wait. My HUD is broken. Let's go.
Oh, it looks like Yam has some problems. As the Uber is forced out, or if it's used, on the side of Jelqers taking down the sentry gun. A really great start from them. Juju doing the work. But it looks like he's going to be caught out by Don Dorito. Doing some nice damage. JT with the bomb, followed up by Soul, taking down Creation and Terry. It is just right now Muse and Xanda trying to do everything they can, but they do pick down Soul and Owib. So I do believe it is just JT and Yam who was a spawner, or who actually has some disconnect problems, going to be walking back. So it is going to be hopefully a push out from BLANC onto the second point. JT and his med just going to be spamming it out. Actually, it looks like BLANC's pretty slow to get up onto the second point. They definally could have done it, but they don't.
They're not going to. They got Ed, Terry died. There's no way they're going to go ahead and progress that, especially with, if they come in, they can just go ahead and get like a forward double bomb. Go ahead and just pressure them out as much as possible. Get their medic again. They don't have Uber, but they still are rocking with the Uber Ed. So they're definitely just going to go try to take this in. They want to be more safe than sorry, you know, some slight.
Yeah. No, it definitely makes sense. My HUD was not updated, so luckily the players have a better idea going on than I do, which is how it should be. But looks like it is going to be the Uber coming out from Cellar right now on the side of Jelqers. Going to be taking down this sentry gun. And Terry! Oh no!
Terry ends up dying, man.
It is just going to be a mulch on the side of the Jelqers. There's a little signs of life from, I think, Xanda and Creation doing work again, but that's going to be the first round for Jelqers on Villa, so hopefully BLANC, they won the last mid-fight. Hopefully they can do it again. But I don't know. It just seems like Jelqers, their aggression and their just soldier bombs have been really on point, Jamond.
Nah, yeah, they've definitely been solid. They've definitely been solid for you. They actually do already have some demo damage actually just coming down. JT actually getting a fat bomb on the Don Dorito. Creation getting another fat bomb off of JT. Soul getting Terry though. Yeah, picking off Muse and everyone's just falling. Everyone's just falling.
Oh no. So Dank, he managed to pick up Xanda. So a really great you know, little medic frag right there to go in the books. One for the books. But that is going to be a nice, kind of clean mid-fight for Jelqers right now. They kept their meta alive, and that is what you want. And Terry did go down, unfortunately, so they are probably just gonna hold up on their last right now. They got this. They got the Texan up. They got looked like they had the Australian up too, but they do not anymore. As they can be building up this gun, just trying to build as much as they can. As Jelqers should be taking in this Uber soon, Jamon.
I think they're gonna go ahead and just take the Uber, just take it straight into terror. They're gonna take it straight into terror. They're just gonna try to go ahead and utilize that they have a gun. They definitely spot it, and Juju's already in, forcing go ahead and killing Don Dorito with pipes, getting caught again. Sentry's going down by JT. Uber comes out from Terry. The point being hella pressure though, so if anything, they really could just re-collapse on this fight and just go ahead and get as much point pressure as possible. And it looks like what Soul is actually trying to give for his team, communicating with that first. Bomb just comes left and right. Cleanup is happening left and right. Picks are being happening left and right, and it's just a cap. Like I told you, the re-collapses with the team is massive, massive.
Yeah.
They're coming in with it, and it just happened. The fight exchange, they had a lot of point pressure. They fought for the point. Could have played back a little bit. Could have played around sleepy stickies, but overall, it just what's the word the kids say nowadays? Sage, man. Sage. Literally. And we do see some damage. We do see some early damage already on Sleepy, and JT looks like he's going to go ahead and go off that call. Soul re-aggressing back on the Terry immediately. Just going to go ahead and pick off Terry. Juju's going to go ahead and pick off Sleepy. So the mid already looks pretty bad. So they either have to get the dank pick or it's over. And it doesn't look like they're going to go ahead and get the dank pick. Muse is trying as much as he can to clean up on anybody, but at the time he dies. The collapse was fire. So they expected the bomb after they killed Terry. They kited it. After the kite, they picked off people. The scouts just cleaned up everybody as Scout class does, because Scout sucks. Give Scout his nail gun again. Then let him see what he gonna do against Soldier. But that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about that. But just what I'm saying. We saw some work happening. It didn't happen too much, Mono.
No, it didn't, unfortunately. You know, Muse doing his best. He did pick up Juju, but that's not really the pick that you want in that instance, and they are just going to be back on their last. They got the Texan up again. They are going to be building. Maybe they will get their Uber to help, you know, trying to defend their last point. They did manage to get it last time, so good building on the side of their part. As Juju does bomb in, really great bombing by him. Going to be taking down Don Dorito again, almost a mirror of the last Uber push. As Krajan does take down JT, but Blank, oh, he goes down. But Xanda, Centric on doing war. Krajan and Xanda picking up the rest of Jelqers right now, as it is just Dank trying to run, but he cannot outrun Krajan. As a really great last hold on the side of BLANC. They did lose Terry, but if you get everyone else, you take that trade.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. So they kited it. They lost a pick or two, but it was really well done. Their gun did a little bit of work, and Sleepy got some good damage, so his other team can clean up. So that was a clean last hold. That's what they needed. Their momentum. They needed that, and that is a fake call. They know that. They want to go ahead and take this in. They think, wait, that was a fake call from Terry. Ooh, brain.
Big brain.
So it doesn't look like anyone's in height. Just as I'm saying that, JT's actually just going to go ahead and land on awning. Probably going to get picked off, but gets the pack, and they'll get collapsed on by Dank, Bo, and Yan picks off Sleepy. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
You know.
Oh my god, man.
You really, you know, the one silver lining, Terry did manage to stay alive, so they are going to have an Uber ad to work with, but as they are getting bullied in, they do use in. I like this play. Take it into them. Take down JT, please. Nice. So, I really like that play. Hopefully they can flood through these doors as they do get OWIP, as they should just be able to get in. Looks like Xanda is onto Dank right now. Dank trying to stop in those back lines. Don Dorito does pick him up, so that is just going to be a collapse on the side of a... Oh!
3K.
Nice. 4K.
Don Dorito, 3K. Flip witch, Don Dorito, 3K.
Oh,
no, he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it.
No.
Oh, I know, but I want to see another one on you, 3K.
Yeah, Don Dorito showing up right there. So they are still gonna have an Uber ad to work with. I don't know if they're gonna wait for it. No, they are just going to try and flood in before Jelqers can really set up a last defense. The soldiers flying around trying to do anything they can to Terry.
Bad for Terry. Oh, he gets saved. Okay. Oh.
I was scared there.
Man, he was gonna coom. He was about to coom on him real quick. That was scary. They have Uber ad. They actually could just. Oh, is there a pause? Wait.
I think there is. There's one for me.
Yeah, there's a pause. What? There's a pause.
All right. So
hat review.
Yeah, I'm down to do a hat review. Who do you want to start with?
All right. Raid Juju set right now.
Juju?
Right now. Juju set right now. He's
Oh,
got like the demon demo kind of fit. I need to know if it's actually fire or if it's doo doo. I need people in the chat to tell me it's fire and doo doo.
dude, I like that hat. I don't know about. I'm not a big fan of the masks, to be honest.
You're not a fan of the new mask, man?
I don't know. They're kind of iffy. They're kind of iffy.
That's like that's like the iconic No Mercy, man. Like that's everyone's.
That's true. That's true.
Everyone's messing with that hat. Come on, man. Everyone's messing with this hat, man. Like everyone wanted the No Mercy that Spy had. And this is just the best that we're gonna get, man.
It really is. It probably definitely is. I don't know. Dank's loadout, I respect it. You know, he's just got the party hat on and like the professor specs and some medal that he got. It's a medic medal. So
it's from his 1-day cup of RGL.GG Spring 2018 medal, the funny medic medal. But you can also say that about Xander, man. Look at him. Earbuds, party hat. Is he got and flip flops on? This ain't summer, bro.
Oh my god, this is like an ancient loadout right here.
He got the dogs out. My man chilling with his scout cosmetic. This is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, Don Doritos with I thought it looks like a summer cap and some like sweatband things. I don't know.
Nah, he got Don Dorito got the super fan. That's like the ideal. That's like this ideal scout hat. That's like the scout hat that you want when you're trying to make a fire combo with somebody. You know, some slick, some slight. But then you got Muse, man. Look at Muse real quick.
Oh,
look at Muse real quick.
Unusual.
Look at Muse real quick. But the unpause actually comes back, and just as I say that, Muse is actually just copying IM player saxophone. So get owned. Anyway, as we're going ahead and continue it looks like they want to just go ahead and just take the Uber straight in. We do see some players now. They do go ahead and just pick off O-Whip. That could actually be a good pick to go ahead and set it off. But, you know, just as there's only a few of them in. Juju gets down by the Sleepy Kobe pick yet again. They're actually going ahead and getting so much point pressure. Kraden just has to get him and make so much space for his team. And it looks like that's exactly what he's doing because they're going
to first round on the board for BLANC in this match right now. 2-1 for Villa. But, you know, BLANC, hopefully they feel the momentum and it carries them into the this fourth mid-fight. This fourth mid-fight. And they are going to be watching Sleepy right now as he does the rollout. Hits the surf. You like to see it. And going to be trying to do damage. It gets one nice sticky on the Juju. But the scouts getting that high ground so early. JT going to be bombing out. And Soul picking up Sleepy. So that double soldier aggression, man. Coming in strong. Don Dorito, Xander all going down. And they have to leave. They have to get out of here. Trying to run for their life. It's going to be Terry and Muse. Just going to be trying to do...
Oweb's on Terry right now. No. And Terry actually just goes ahead and goes down by Oweb, who managed to utilize the disconnect between him and his soldier. Ultimately, probably going to get the Uber for his team. My HUD is still broken, so I don't know what the Uber... Oh, 85%. Okay, so we're doing something slight. 85%. Gonna have Uber into this lab. You know, could go ahead and get a gun. Could get some kind of off blast. They actually do have a Pudis. Sleepy looks like he has the... Oh, I thought that was... I don't know why. I thought that was gonna look like something. But, you know, got the 8 stickies on point. Has something slight. Juju looks like he wants to go ahead and try to bomb in. It looks like they're actually spamming that. That's so BM. What the... Don't do that. What the hell? Juju actually just gonna go ahead and bomb him with the Uber. Try to get as much damage as he can as possible. Gets picked off immediately by Xander, though, because he didn't get reflagged. No picks for blue team. No picks. No one on blue team has actually gotten picked yet. But Oab is behind trying to draw eyes so his team could possibly do anything, but couldn't coordinate it with his team. As soon as they lost Juju, they just thought the fight was lost. It looks like we have any hiders. I don't think we see any hiders at all. Just as I'm saying, actually, just as I'm saying, that whole Soul is actually hiding on ramp. And if this soldier sees but it's too late. Muse knows what he's going for, and he goes ahead and just finds his funny bone and picks him up. It looks like there's a little bit of discoordination, a little bit of disorganization from Jelqers a little bit. Jelqers, but I said the name wrong. Man, I'm about to just call him the Juju team, man. I never can say the word, man. But they coming in the mid. They still got their Uber. They're still actually doing really fine with it. I don't see any soldiers in place to go for a bomb to do anything. But Juju actually goes ahead and dies by Sleepy because he was a little bit too over aggressive and should have just backed up with his team. So that's going to be another free pick for them to take it into second. But on this side, they will have soldiers. So the soldiers could essentially go for a really good force here, or just go for damage and have the team clean it up. They have Uber. They're coming in with it. Soul's playing on Grapevine. Yam's actually going ahead and go for it. Just let him say that JT's actually going to go ahead and bomb Sleepy. And Soul's actually just trying to get as much damage as he can off that. But Terry actually does go ahead and force. And it looks like Dank actually wanted to stay in and take a counter force with his team because his teams collide. The Uber looking really good for Jelqers if they can get a pick, which they end up doing, and especially since Juju's back in the fight, so this already looks like a pretty solid fight. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Dank was staying in there. He was waddling back and forth, trying to get his scout to come back in, and luckily, Scout understood. They used that Uber in, so almost a little sweep right there for Blanc going coast to coast. But they're happy to stop halfway through. They stopped in Kansas. They're trying to get to California, but it's okay for them right now. As they're doing everything they can right now. They are going to be trying to build as quickly as they possibly can. Going to be having a little bit of Uber ad as Terry. They might try and pressure with it, but Dank is close behind, so I doubt they're going to full push off of it. As I do believe we're going to be heading into a stalemate actually, as hopefully we'll see maybe a bomb out from Krasian, or it looks like he's trying to go into his books area. Fighting a little bit, but he's gonna back off. I think the ball, nice ball from Xanda, doesn't hit anything, but I appreciate the effort. As we are gonna see a stalemate here, Jamon. What do you want to see from Blanc to really, get back into this match?
I want to see a skip jump from JT and make someone force again. I want to see Krasian go for another one of those bombs that he just tried attempting. But just JT tried to skip. He skipped into something, all right. Death. He skipped into death, my man. Sage, man. So they're already down 2. And it looks like they want to go ahead and take them. Juju getting a lot of damage on Don Dorito. Don Dorito already just weak, stuffing their Uber, pushing out a library where Juju just has all the sticky close quarter damage. So immediately just stop their push.
JT typing up bro in chat, so he's a bit invested right now.
Man, I'd be flabbergasted if that happened to me. What happened? Why not just go back in time, like Back in the Future, man? What happened? I saw God at the speed of light, man. And Krasian's coming in with another funny bomb, and ultimately it isn't gonna get anything. And it looks like Soul's actually in place if they want to push from library. Soul's actually gonna go for the Soul bomb and just get immediately denied by the scout.
Oh, but they get Juju.
But they do get Juju because Juju was too aggressive.
He was too aggressive. It looks like Blanc is trying to push through this fountain area, trying to get all the entry picks that they can. Xanda gonna be sneaking in through. Mew's gonna be jumping in, hopefully getting this JT pick low, but Don Dorito goes down instead. That's not what they want. So they are going to be backing up right now as JT going to be getting that arrow and hopefully going to be regressing through this big door area. Well, small-ish door. I've missed the big door, man. But it looks like Jelqers going to be trying to push in here. It looks like actually no, they're backing off. They're undecided. They're not sure. They're going back. So we are back in a stalemate, Jamon.
Man. Okay. So what we just saw, we're seeing single sacks, man. Enough with the single sacks. Where are my double sacks, man? Where are my doubles? I'm seeing a lot of overextending and one guy sacking, but I'm not seeing the double sack at all.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any double sacking at all, and it's just making me sage, man. I'm sad, man.
Yeah, the only double sacks we see are the unintended demo is cut out double sacks. As a Muse, he goes in for a sack, I believe, and he gets picked down. Looks like they are gonna try and just Uber in actually. If sacks aren't working, just take the trade. I like it. Oh, it does go down. As Juju is gonna get cut out.
Oh,
they get Yam instead.
Sleepy, all Sleepy had to do is just keep the stickies onto library, and Juju could have died. JT go for bomb and almost for Teddy, but get Don Dorito. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
And they're going to go ahead and take it to second for free. The JT bomb tried to kill Teddy, but he couldn't do anything with it. Oh my god, man.
Oh,
I have no clue what just happened, but a collapse could have been fat. A collapse from Blanc actually could have been the fattest thing, and they could have just taken it straight to last, traded them out. They could. All right,
yeah.
I'm expecting double sec. And Juju saw us a trap on the wall? Okay, never mind.
I know.
I was about to be like, yo, wait.
Very far forward in that cellar area, just, sneaking about. I would do my Russian accent, but it turns into Italian rather quickly, which turns into, I don't know, like South African? I don't know, man. It goes all over the place.
How's that transition happen?
I don't know, man. It's like moving around. It doesn't know where it wants to go.
Oh, but just I'm saying that a double sack coming out by Krasian and Xanda, but nothing going on, man. Nothing
Nah.
going on, and they go ahead and back up. But hey, it's double sacks. I love to see it. I love to see it. It looked like it was working a little bit because they were like, whoa, they were kind of shook by it. Sleepy going ahead and get the pick on OIB because OIB doesn't check track. And it looks like they may potentially want to take it aggressive. They get both scouts, so this is already perfect. This is perfect. They can go ahead, get Creation, get the guys. They can actually go ahead and just pressure out their Uber and back up and not do anything else. They can go from shutter or left, get the room for free, but they actually just want to go ahead and use it in and take the trade. But Don Dorito is kind of beefing a little bit, making no reason for Dank have to force. Dank has to force here. That force has to come out, and they do end up in the force. So they are going to go ahead and back up. Both of their players are still down. Xanda's actually probably going to go down here to Soul, which actually does manage to happen. And 3 players are down. Where did Muse go? What happened to Muse? Hello?
I don't know, man.
Muse?
Sleepy getting JT again. I think it was the same trap too.
Bro, he's hitting Dan the Third traps, man. He's playing Dan the Third demo, man. Trap demo. Let's go, baby.
I know. He's really doing work for his team right now. As Creation, it looks like he's gonna get caught out here. As a
wait, he doesn't die.
Out.
What?
Okay.
Hello? Okay,
That's
so the fight ends up happening. They want to go ahead and fight it. They have high ground presence. They want to go ahead and get as much spam as possible. Muse dies by Amigan, which gives Soul the opportunity to bomb and kill Terry. And BLANC, he's going to get picked up by Xanda. Now, Don Dorito is actually going ahead and picking off Juju. Good pick by Don Dorito. Getting a fat meat on JT and going to get picked off by JT because JT ended up getting bowed. But a pick on Juju and Soul, okay, that stops their push a tad bit. They can't take it fully to second, and they're gonna actually have their medic back up, but Dank has Uber. I repeat, Dank has Ubi. He has Uber, whatever you want to call it. Invincible juice.
Xanda is up on the sniper. Second point, I'm gonna say probably the only good sniper point right now is you can basically see all entrances if you're positioned correctly, but they are going to be flooding in through books, probably the only area that sniper and force spawn cannot see. But Xanda, as the rest of his team does go down, Terry and Creation going to be taken down by JT.
No!
Oh, Don.
No!
Don gets taken down to a pipe from Juju. Oh, taking down Sleepy. It is just Xanda heavy doing all it can, and it can't do that much. Muse going to be trying to bomb in, and Creation just a little bit too late as the half is going to be 3-1 for Jelqers. What a half. What a half, Jamond. I mean, just it looks like BLANC has a bit more control of what's going on in this versus Clear Cut, but it still seems like Jelqers, their number this whole entire game, especially JT and Soul, have just been having so many great picks. You know, their one-man sacks have been getting people like majority of the time, which really hasn't been the case for BLANC. I don't know. It's just, I don't want to say it, but Jelqers have just been looking super dominant so far. I don't know. What do the logs show you? What do the logs show you?
These logs show me, I'm seeing, okay, one thing that I am seeing a little bit more is that towards the coming end of the round, I'm seeing that Juju, Juju's not overextending as much in terms of he like towards the end of that last round and maybe a little bit of the second, he's like now positioning himself a little bit better to where he's in between scout and everything. So he's not getting as picked more aggressively and he's not like overextending as much. That could change maybe this next half if it happens, but for the most part, he's not overextending and everything for his team to just there are just certain times it was a little bit unfortunate to where he actually does get picked off here and there, but these logs tell me that it's not really a damage game going on because we had a lot of stalemates. It's mostly just, if I had to say, actually, I'm gonna let you look at it too. I want you to look at the medics real quick. I want you to look not at the healing. Look at KD real quick. Look at KD real quick.
All right.
In terms of medics.
Let me look at KD. So
I want you to look at KD.
We got Dank here, 2 and 3, almost going even. You know, as a medic, that's an achievement right there. But we got Terry, 0 and 10. Oh. That's it. That's the ticket right there. That's the ticket. Terry is just getting caught out.
Terry has had a lot more healing. Do not get me wrong. Terry has had a lot more, well, not a lot, I'd say about 2k more. About roughly 2k more healing than Dank. But the thing with Dank is positioning himself really well to where he's not getting caught by like spam or anything else. If he knows when to get out, he knows when to get out. He's not staying. He's not wanting to contest and trade and etc. He wants to go ahead and just try to go ahead and just try to situate himself. Terry dying a lot, 10 times. That's definitely gonna impact. That's definitely gonna impact performance play, especially since, like I'm saying, uh, there's a lot of disconnection between BLANC and like getting med out. When you want to get med out, what situation do we want to fight this? And there's just a lot of times where Terry's just on the low ground. Honestly, Terry's just like on the low ground, just getting picked up a lot. Like, and half of those fights, man, where they're trying to run it out and more, Terry has just been consistently in the low ground instead of walking like heels up towards their team. You know, when you'd want to take a really fat exchange, it turns out just to be a force because you're getting double bombed by soldiers. So it's either you have to force or you got to be really lucky and surf it and not die by fall damage or something of that sort. I'm seeing from the logs, I'm seeing a lot of impact. I'm seeing a lot of impact by Soul. A lot of impact from Soul and a lot of impact from Muse. And just as I'm saying that, we got 30 seconds to live. So what do you... But a lot of impact from both players. Yam still doing a little bit of janitorial work. He did lose connection a little bit. Same thing with Xanda, a little bit of janitorial work. But him and Don Dorito are definitely pulling their weight up right now. Still kind of the same problem with Clear Cut. A little bit more of the focus firing, man. They're not really shooting at the same targets in terms of like mid fights or collapses or even exchanges. They're kind of just all shooting 6 different players in a sense. But just as I'm saying that, Mono, we're live again.
We are live once more. This is going to be the 5th mid fight of a Jelqers versus BLANC Esports. Going to be map 2 on Villa playoffs for Div 2. As we're going to be looking right now at Sleepy, trying to see what he's doing. He, I think, has been not improving, but turning up a lot since that first map, as he's just going to be trying to spam right now. I don't know if he's done that much damage. I don't think any of the demos have either, really, but he's just going to be trying to get control of that high ground for his team, as looks like Muse is going to be bombing it, trying to get that scout off. But as I say that, Soul does bomb in on the Terry. Terry does go down pretty low, but he does manage to escape. So this mid-fight, a lot slower than all the other mid-fights we've seen so far, as it looks like JT is going to be trying to get onto that high ground, spam a little bit, but he's going to be pressured off as he goes down. Muse does go down to some nice scattergun shots from the side of Yam, as it looks like both teams just trying to get control of this high ground, but both failing right now. Yam, right now, taking down Sleepy, so that is going to be the pick that secures his team the mid-fight right now, as they're going to try to flood in the second point. JT does fly in onto that vineyard right there, and he's gonna get Terry Ubers, but the rest of his team just leaves him, as they are gonna try and take this Uber in, trying to get any puts they can. Don Dorito does pick up JT. They do manage to pick up Juju, so that is some consolation frags. Don Dorito going in a bit too aggressively right now when there is a scout behind him, as it looks like Jelqers going to be taking that mid-fight, as they do have 100% Uber to work with here. BLANC just going to be giving it up. They aren't even going to try and force them. They are backing the heck out of there to their own last.
Oh. It was very interesting to see that, you know, here's my thing. Remember I talked about that disconnection? Literally the same thing that actually just went ahead and happened in that same situation. The one thing that was a little bit the one thing that's I'd say was a little bit sad in that aspect is when they should have gotten out, there was a disconnect because the scout got out shutter. Terry actually had to go ahead and just kind of fear pop because he didn't want to drop. He was already by himself too. But just as I'm saying that, Juju and the team are actually going to go ahead and just take this Uber straight into them, get as many picks as possible. The only pick they got is a sentry gun, but Terry actually goes ahead and just gets the counter Uber. A lot of damage from Sleepy up in top right. They could go ahead and take it into him and lobby, pressure him out of the lobby, and it looks like they actually are just going to do just that. But they're going to reassert themselves back in the lobby. They want to go ahead and it looks like they may go ahead and fight that now. They got a pick. They definitely could fight that. They got 2 players in dungeon right now. They just need to coordinate with the team. A fake's being called, but we still got 2 players in dungeon, but they back up a bit because they realize that they're not going to recommit. They're all just going to reassert themselves and be comfortable.
Yeah, you know, comfort is key, as someone once told me. I don't know who, but someone did. So that is going to be the motto that Jelqers is going to abide by for right now. As, you know, they don't have to make any sudden movements. You know, they are in the lead, both in terms of the game, in the match. But a nice sticky trap disconnects Juju and his medic right there. So a really good, you know, stuffing of the push right now. But that is not going to stop Jelqers as they just roll in here. Everyone on the side of BLANC is going down. And that is going to be 4-1 right now on the side of Jelqers.
like I'm saying, I thought, they technically need one more. Jelqers definitely needs one more to secure their dub, but BLANC needs four more, actually, if I remember. BLANC actually needs four more to be able to do something. They definitely could. Already with some early damage from Juju and Sleepy. Juju's actually getting a lot aggressive. Could actually just go off that damage that Sleepy did, but JT's actually going to go ahead and just get the damage that Juju got off of him. Terry goes ahead and tries to surf it, but surfs it into the mid. Going to go ahead and just end up dying. They could go ahead and try to go for the medic kill, but Owib and Yam just focus the same targets and gets them low. Literally just low, man. Just got them low
So
and just
low.
wiped the whole team with it. And they got full Uber at this. This looks pretty bad for BLANC right now. Pretty bad. If they want to go ahead and try to contest this in any way, they definitely could. They definitely could get a very, very strong last hold depending on classes that they have up and depending on position. They already have a gun. They already have a gun kind of set up. If anything else, they know what they want to do. They know how they want to set it up. They know how they want to. They know how they want to go ahead and take this.
Yeah.
They know how they want to go ahead and just kind of assert themselves. Just as we're kind of go ahead and saying
that. The gun.
Yeah, they go ahead and take out the gun immediately, Tano. And it looks like Sleepy's actually going to go down to Juju because he's by himself away from everyone else. And they're just getting so much point pressure. But Buddhist! But Oweb's right behind him and getting the pick on the Terry because no one contested Oweb, and that's going to be it. That's gonna be match. That is match of round 2 Div 2 playoffs.
Yes, Jelqers coming out in Storm, taking it pretty cleanly. BLANC did manage to get that one round there in the first half, but otherwise a near perfect game for Jelqers, and game in general, winning what, 9-1 in terms of total rounds if you count in clear cut. So they're just showing their dominance right now. Really, really great job from them. I don't know. I am gonna take a little look at these logs, but I don't know what they're gonna say that we haven't already seen, Jamon, which is just JT and Soul just kind of like doing work for their team.
Got the Lustre log combiner because he's so good to me. I put it up in the scene. Thank you, Shears. Thank you.
Just I'd say,
man, I'd say if we look at the single logs, right? So I'll look at single and I'll look at the combined logs, so I don't mess up my man Shears. If we look at single logs, wait, did I lose the single log? This ain't my team. Oh God. Okay, bad. All right, Shears.
Combined logs. All right,
combined logs are up, yeah. So already, JT, Owib, same DPM, 220 over the whole series of Villa, with Juju coming in with 210 DPM. Not a lot of kills here, actually. The top kill in the server would probably be Don Dorito, actually. 20 and 17 right now. 198 DPM whole series.
Actually, Yam 22 and 9.
Oh, word? Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah. Okay, so Yam's basically, again, janitorial work. Literally just getting whole series though. Terry has died 12 times and Dank has died 3 times. So the same. He didn't even die in the second half. Not even once.
Yeah.
Which is something that's unfortunate, actually. That's entirely unfortunate to happen. Terry though did have more healing. No drops this game. Actually, no drops. Nobody dropped. It was pretty nice. In terms of what logs were already telling us, Mono, I think it was just kind of the same thing. Owib, JT, the rest of the team just walked forward. They just basically walked forward. They pressed W. They got really good damage. Sleepy did a really, really good job, again, of trying to contest and control the situation for his team. But when you have 2 soldiers that are on you the entire time, that forces you to look away from the front and possibly shoot at the people shooting you, it puts you in a really prickly situation if that puts it up, right?
Yeah.
You also have, like I'm saying, their collapses here and there were it was a hit or miss from BLANC. They held their own when it was a miss, but a lot of times when it was a hit, they just kind of got put in situations where there was just a hider, or someone in height wasn't called, or someone just didn't it seemed like there was a little bit of miscommunication in terms of where they want to leave, and more, especially with Uber. like a lot of the times, like there was a little bit of miscommunication where they wanted to end their Ubers because you had some people like on the right side, like combos on the right, and then you had one person maybe by themselves on the left, maybe. So like literally everyone's pushing out through one door. Like the one round that got everyone pushed out of like a right door, and then we had one person go left. Guaranteed there were 3 people down, but if there wasn't 3 people down, that probably would have gone a lot worse. Like they came out that right side door on Villa last, the really choky one. But I think in terms of like overall DM and more, Jelqers was just kind of winning the whole fight. Like Jelqers was just kind of winning a lot of the DM fights, and a lot of ground control was just kind of given to them because of the DM and fights that they would take. And like I was saying again, OWIB and JT, they just kind of went a lot for these high risk, high reward plays, and a majority of the time, in their eyes, it wasn't high risk, high reward. It was low risk, high reward. It seemed like to them, honestly. I did see better focus firing and the last 2 halves with Don Dorito, Xanda, and Crazium, whenever they were just trying to like pick out certain people that they wanted. A lot of the picks were on Juju, some were on JT too. There was a lot of good focus firing going here and forth. It seemed like the communication was like starting to pick up too, but then after that momentum push after the 4th round, after the momentum push after the 4th round, for Jelqers, it just seemed like all else was I wouldn't say lost, but in a situation. But this doesn't mean that they're out though. BLANC is actually still in. They, since double Elam, so they do actually still have a chance. Yeah, they do have a chance. If we get the bracket here in the Blicky, they do have a chance to go ahead and make money. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna quote Cardi B in this cast. I refuse, bro.
All right.
We do have. So they definitely do. Wow, I'm having like a brain fart, dude.
All right. I'm just looking at it's all right. I'm just looking at these at the playoff matches, and they do lose to a Jelqers, so that is going to be unfortunate. But they do go down to face the Honey Bacon Club actually, because Box Top won their match. So I don't know if that's a little spoilers for anyone watching that, a bit interested in that, but I don't know if that happened already. Did that happen already?
Yeah, I cast.
Oh.
Yeah, that had that was round 1. That was actually round 1, Div 1 or Div 2.
I'm dumb. All right. Yes.
Yeah, really, really fire ass match. I'm not gonna lie. That match was because it was expected that Honey Bacon Club was gonna win, and then Lucrative just decides to pull out. Nope, I'm gonna say Lucrative just. No, I may not. I want to say it, but my brain is like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't. But
no, I'm saying that Lucrative pulled out his schlong on Goalie Wash, man, and he just decided to. He pulled out the lock and load, man, and just decided to get like an immediate 2K, winning the momentum, winning the moral battle for Goalie Wash, and just taking it the process. A lot of good brain plays there. It was back and forth. It was kind of a nail biter, but it was a really nice game. But ultimately, with this bracket, they do face Honey Bacon Club, so they're not out yet. They are definitely not out. They could now that game, Honey Bacon versus. That's probably gonna be a really good game, actually.
Who do you think is gonna win that? Just like off the cuff, you gotta get the winner.
If I off the cuff, straight up, like no stats, nothing, I still think my boys. I still think Honey Bacon Club can take it. I definitely think they could probably take it back. If it happens to be like another moral battle, then I'd give it to BLANC because they're pretty good with that. They're pretty good with like keeping like a calm, cool. I almost said melanin situation. A cool mediated situation.
Oh yeah, mediated, mellow.
Yeah. So, they are very good with like quality control, control and calm control. I don't really know too much about Honey Bacon Club's comms. I'd say they're pretty well too, because even after that match, they weren't like emo about it. They were like, all right, we can still come back. We're not out of this. But I probably would give it to HBD. But also, it heavily depends on the map picks. It heavily depends on what maps are picked that day. If maps are fire, it's gonna be a fire map. It's
Yeah,
anyone's game. But if it favors the maps I may be thinking, it may be Honey Bacon Club, like a whole
I
way,
see.
and
Okay.
personally. But yeah, they're not out of the bracket yet. They definitely could just go ahead and just they definitely can win their spot back if they want to. But it's gonna be crazy because now Jelqers is gonna face Box Tap. So it all comes down to how that match is gonna go. And if that match is gonna be interesting as well. I think that match may play out something similar to this one, believe it or not. But
Oh, okay.
but if they pull their weight and get it done like they did for HBD, because they got beat in the regular season too. So if they pull it up, come back from it, they definitely can just go ahead and get that. They definitely can go ahead and get their dub that they need to. They definitely can for sure. I
So
think,
it's
but yeah, I think that's really all I have to say in terms of the bracket. Honestly, what do you got?
yeah. I mean, I'm just relying on your expertise right now. You've done a lot, a fair amount of coverage on Div 2 right now. I saw you breaking down all the teams on your Twitch
Mm-hmm.
earlier. So not all L's for a BLANC right now. They still have a way to come back in here, and so looks like those are going to be two good games: Jelqers versus a Box Top, and Honey Bacon Club versus BLANC Esports. Hopefully, some coverage of that will be provided here on TFTV. Which if you're not already, follow it. Check out the forums if you haven't. Do all of that great stuff. There's probably a YouTube channel, Twitter, if you're into that type of thing. But unless you have any shout outs, Jamond.
Man, shout out again to my team. That's not my team anymore, but still my team. Big Mel in the Gaming. I love everybody. They made me play this season. They were the reason I played this season in the first place. Love those people. Shout out to Evan. He got a really big head. Like the Funko Pops, bro.
Yeah.
He got a big old head. I love Evan, but his head is huge. He's basically like heavy,
Oh,
but his head like an egg. It's crazy.
I see.
Uh,
Gotcha.
I'd have to shout out to all my boys and man, I have to shout out like all the boys from what's it called? I gotta shout out all my boys from the Leaf Blower team. You know, Damos, Deadly Seed, Jazz Dead, Soyin. Knockers isn't part of it, but he's part of the group. I'm gonna shout out Tracker. He also got a big head.
Mm.
Schlooster 200 and Shears on production. Shears did a wonderful job on production yet again. Also, please check out Shears' frag movie. It's actually sick. He's actually the smooth king, man. This guy's sick with it. Uh, and you, man, for casting with me tonight, man. It was nice. It was
Aw.
nice casting tonight. It was really nice
Aw.
casting tonight. Also, flash out Flescore because I love him and I date that man in a heartbeat.
All right, I'm gonna quickly do my shout outs. I gotta repeat some of what Jamon said. Shout out to you, Jamon. You made this cast very lively and
Yes,
fun and
sir.
entertaining.
Yes, sir.
Shout outs to Shears, Looster, production wizards over there. And they shout out to my team minus rep. Hopefully we can take this dub coming up this Friday. Let's see here. Shout out to all y'all watching. Shout out to the TF2 community, Mal Discord, and yeah, that's about all. Thank you all for watching. This has been BLANC Esports versus Jelqers. I've been Tcmano, joined by Jamond with Shears on production, and
Mm-hmm.
a good night.